Julia, how
Hey,
are
good. How are you?
you? Doing great. So I'm asking everyone this because I'm from an area near Pittsburgh. It's about 30 miles outside of it. And what I like is that this show does not use the Pittsburgh accent, which I was like, good, because our accents are crazy. But it still has like I was watching this being like, yeah, that is Pittsburgh. It wasn't a fake
Mhm.
Pittsburgh I know, and you can see the city and you can see all these things. When you were there filming, how did that, like being in Pittsburgh and being part of that, all inform your character?
In so many ways. I was excited that we were filming in Pittsburgh and I got some time to explore during the pandemic.
Mm.
And also because our we shoot all over. We get the city and we get, the small towns and we get a sense of the workers and you go out to eat and you meet the people that are living there. I People are very nice in Pittsburgh. There's amazing vintage shopping in Pittsburgh. There's good food. But also it kind of I think it gave me that sense of community. And very easily, very fast. People wanting to get to know you. And also for the show, I feel like that this is why sometimes it's hard to leave because that ends up being your family. And in Rust, I feel like you can have issues with people, but these are people you grew up with, you come up with and you struggle with, and it's your community.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned food, and I instantly was like, they probably went to Permane Brothers at one point, or like, because food is a big part of Pittsburgh.
It
Because,
is.
like, I'm part Italian. Like, it's like a lot of the people are all Italian, so food is our big thing. But what I like about the show is that it's showing a side of Western PA that we don't really get to see that often. For you,
Mhm.
what was it about, the first season and now going into season two that really made you just like want to be a part of this show in particular?
I think the flawed characters. One, it's the wonderful people attached to this project who are interested in telling the story. We have so many wonderful actors and writers and the crew, everyone, you can tell it's like a passion project. But two, I think, they're so complicated. And you want to play complicated characters. At least I do. I want to, there's nuances and there's this, sometimes I don't understand it and I have to try
Mhm.
to understand the decision making and the troubles that are happening. But I love that there's such an arc and story to every single character.
Yeah, and I think I said this to Moira, but Grace being like defending her son and all that kind of stuff makes me be like, that's a Pittsburgh mom. Like that's how women are. But Pittsburgh women are strong in general, but there's a difference with Pittsburgh women. When you were
Yeah.
playing Lee, was that something that you took into consideration, or was it just written into the character that you kind of already were knew her strength?
I think I was informed by both. I was informed by what was on the page and also how I wanted her to live in this world. There is toughness that comes with this world of being people are struggling to find jobs.
Mhm.
It's there's a lot of poverty. There is in my case, coming with having an immigrant mother and have not having her there and having a dad who's disabled and issue. There's a lot that comes into play that makes you resilient, that makes you tough, that makes you a go-getter. Like it's gonna be harder, but you're gonna make it out. And yeah, the place and the people in the story did inform a lot of that.
Yeah, and for last fun question, have you tried the Pittsburgh accent at all? Since it's not a part of the show, have you tried to imitate that accent?
But I a little bit, and I'm not gonna do it because I'm not good at it. But I also made some friends in Pittsburgh, so I feel like I hear it a lot.
Yin's just gotta go up there to the Stillers game, and then you nailed it.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for talking with me today. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait for people to get to see season two.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Have a great one.